where did we finish?
So Udvartanam, so
We
we
were
have to
talking
start
about
with
taking bath. Bath.
Udvartanam. Yeah, Udvartanam. You said like rubbing it against the hairline.
Against the
So
hair pore.
is it
Yeah.
just rubbing against the hairline, or do we have to apply something?
Actually, we applied some oil, isn't it? And when
Okay.
we did exercise, naturally we got sweat.
Yes.
With that sweat, we are rubbing.
Okay, okay, okay,
Okay.
okay,
Okay. With that sweat and oil, we are rubbing against our hair pores,
okay, okay,
hair follicles. Okay.
okay, okay,
After that comes taking bath.
okay,
Okay. Taking bath. Uh, Actually, taking bath means we used to take head daily. So, when you're taking both these things, you have to pour water on your head first. Pouring water on your head first is the first thing to do in a bath. Don't dry that. After pouring water on your head, you have to take a body bath. So for your head, you have to use only cool water, not hot water. So many people are pouring hot water on their head, which is not at all good, because all our sense organs are present in our head. And hot water can uh, reduce or the strength of nerves when we pour hot water in our head. Okay, so no hot water on our head, only cold water. And for BP patients, especially, pouring cold water first on your head is very much therapeutic also. They can reduce their dosage of medicine also when they start doing like this. Okay, after that, they can take body bath with lukewarm water if they prefer. In this winter seasons, rainy seasons and all, taking bath with lukewarm water is best. And in summer, we all know that no need of lukewarm water, the water will be hot. So they can take bath in cold water. And if the person is healthy enough, again I'll say normal water is best. No need of lukewarm water also. Okay, so always pour water on your head before your body. That is a main thing. And when you dry also, you can use soap or any powders, medicated powders or anything. That depends on your comfort zone. Okay. And when you dry also, always dry your back first, then your face, then your head, then your body. So first back, second face, third head, then only body.
okay.
Okay?
Is
When
there
you
any
dry
particular
yourself.
reason for that?
Yes, because back is a place where you get very fast inflammations, pains, aches and all.
Okay,
And the
okay,
spinal cord, those areas are a bit tender. So it is always keep your back safe.
okay,
Okay. So that's why they used to do like that. And till then, that time, your head also will become so cool.
okay.
Okay.
So back,
So
face,
that's,
head, and body.
yeah, back,
Okay,
face, head and body. Okay. Then after taking bath, dry yourself. That is very important. Nowadays, nobody is doing it properly. That's very, very important. Drying yourself nicely.
hmm.
Okay. And in Ayurveda, they have told us to apply chandana lepam and all if you want after taking bath, which is so many people do apply powders or sprays and all, which is already told in Ayurveda. So that and all is personal choices. After taking bath, go do some prayers for 5 minutes, and then comes your breakfast time. So I think in olden days, when you finish all these things, it will be 10, 10:30 and all, and you can have your breakfast. That is your, in Ayurveda, only two time food is told. So by 10:30 and second food is by 5 o'clock. So twice uh, only food is told, because 10:30 or 11 means the sun will be very strong, and when sun is strong, naturally your digestive fire is also strong. As we all told, our body is very much connected to the uh, Prakriti, that is the atmosphere, and Panchamahabhutas and all. So our Agni is directly related to sun, solar energy. So when solar energy is strong enough, our digestive fire will be strong enough. At that time, if you put something in that, it will be perfectly digested and assimilated. No need to take any vitamin tablets.
So,
And
according to the modern science, like what they say is you have to have breakfast after once you get up, then within 3 hours, you will have to have
yeah,
your breakfast. So, is there any?
you are correct. Within 3 hours, you'll be having it because nowadays people wake up by 7 o'clock. By 10:30, they'll be having it. 8, 9, 10. That's it within 3 hours.
Okay, so what about a person who is waking up early, like around 5 or 5:30? Then,
Ah, yeah. They can have a glass of, nowadays we all have a glass of tea, isn't it?
okay,
Tea or a coffee,
okay,
which has sugar, which means which has energy.
okay. That means
You're
you
breaking
recommend.
your fast actually.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
I will not say that it is very healthy,
Huh.
but we we are having a habit of having it. So always try to have it in a healthy way. That is adding a piece of crushed ginger when you make tea,
Hmm,
crushed cinnamon when you make coffee,
hmm.
trying to add brown sugar or jaggery when you make tea or a coffee.
Okay,
So you're breaking your fast with something which has some energy.
okay.
And if you're hungry enough, you can even have dry fruits or fruits or something. That's also it's not a problem. If you're hungry, you can eat. If you're not hungry, don't eat. That's the best thing. So I think after taking bath, everybody will be hungry. Okay.
Yes,
And only after taking bath, there'll be the real hunger.
yes.
Otherwise, when we get a wonderful aroma from the kitchen, we'll feel hungry. But that may not be the real hunger. That is just a wish to eat the thing which produced aroma. But the real hunger will be only after a bath. And when you eat after taking bath, as I told you, no need to take any vitamin tablets. Because whatever you eat will be digested completely. And in olden days, Acharya suggested a heavy meal at that time. And we can talk about that. That is, according to modern science, they told about taking balanced food. According to Ayurveda, also, we ask people to take Shad Rasa Bhojanam. In the previous day, also, I told about Shad Rasas, that is six taste: sweet, sour, salt, bitter, astringent, and pungent. In modern science, they ask us to take a meal full of five things, that is carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals. So let us compare both these things. Shadrasa Bhojanam, that is Madhuram. Madhuram came in carbohydrate category,
Okay,
which gives more energy. Okay, then Amlam and Levanam. Amlam and Levanam, you can say it as, you can mix it for, uh, what do you say, vitamins, minerals category, isn't it?
so
Amlam you
amlam,
get from
that is sour
what,
and
tamarind. Amlam means sour
sour,
and salt.
salt.
Vitamins and minerals, you can say it as vitamin and mineral.
Okay,
Again, Katu, that is pungent, astringent, and bitter. Bitter and pungent, again, you get from vitamins, that is, you get from plants, fruits, spices, and all. And this bitter thing, that is that astringent thing, you can say it is this protein category, because almost all proteins, by vegetable proteins, will be a bit astringent only, isn't it? And some fruit, vegetables also, like a raw banana, that has astringent property. There's coccinia, the god varieties, those are all astringents. So according to Ayurveda, we used to say Shadrasa Bhojanam. According to modern science, they used to say balanced food.
okay.
Okay. So when you take Shadrasa Bhojanam, you will not get the craving of eating food the next time. When
So
you miss
fats also
any
fall
taste,
under. So fats fall under Madhura or
fats fall under again Madhura Rasam.
Madhura. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Somebody ask anything?
Somebody's mobile or something is. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you have food that's Shadrasa Bhojanam, you will not get a craving. Or even you can say when you have a balanced meal, you will not get craving at 4 o'clock. So many people skip their breakfast. That's why they get craving at 4 o'clock. They eat whatever they get. And naturally, diseases are increased because they eat whatever they get after coming back from office. Naturally, they eat the leftovers of the dinner. What happens? It gets bloated up, all the toxins are getting accumulated, and it's not going out. So that is the main thing. So when you have your breakfast nicely, you can have a good breakfast means all Kerala breakfast are best, or even the breakfast in any country you take, the breakfast will be the best, isn't it?
Yes.
Continental breakfast like toast, egg, milk, whatever things they have. In our things, idli, sambar, or kadala, paira, putta, paira, whatever combinations. Even North India, those parathas, dahi, like curd, butter, all these stuffs. Parathas are made with vegetables and wheat, and they add animal protein like dahi, or I mean curd, or butter or something. So again, they came it is a balanced diet. So whatever you eat should be balanced enough so that you will not get craving. When you get craving, naturally you go to the kitchen, take some chocolates, take some biscuits, take some, because all cravings end in sugars. That is the magic of our body. All cravings end in sugars. So you'll grab a piece of chocolate, you'll grab a piece of biscuits or any other sweet things. Then only you'll get that satisfaction. And while you have food, always know your amount. That is your quantity. You are the person who is going to decide your quantity. Because you, for example, if I eat that much food that my husband takes, I may not be in need of that. Like if I take two doshas, my husband needs four doshas. If I start taking those four doshas, then it will be heavy for me, isn't it? I know my limit, and he can't take only two doshas. He will be feeling hunger. So you are the person who know about yourself completely. That's what Ayurveda says. Listen to your body. So know the limit and take accordingly. Don't eat for taste, eat for your need. That is the best thing. And while having food also, sit in a place calm and cool. Enjoy your food with all your senses. Don't take a newspaper, or don't see your television, or don't just scroll your phone and have your food, because you may not be knowing what you eat. Know what you eat and enjoy eating that food, then you will be free of diseases. This is what Acharya says. Three things make us uh, what ill. That is hurry, worry, and curry. Hurry, when you eat food in a hurry burry, naturally it takes us to a illness. Worry, when you eat food emotionally unstable condition, that again leads to a disease. And curry, which is very much pungent, spicy food when you eat, that again leads to a disease. So three things you should take care of, not to touch: hurry, worry, and curry. Okay, so have your food, enjoy your food, relax and have your food, chew your food well. That is another thing. Drink your food and chew your water is the motto. So drink your food means why God has given 32 teeth in our mouth. Why didn't He provide it in our stomach? Because God wants us to chew your food nicely with all these teeth. He has provided some saliva to moisten that food. Nicely chew that, mix your food with that saliva and gulp it. Okay, that is the purpose of giving these teeth and tongue and saliva and all. So always drink your food. Then comes chew your water, which means you are not a funnel to drink 1 liter water within seconds. You can take a glass of water, sit somewhere, sip and enjoy your water. I've seen so many people, I've heard so many people, when they wake up, they drink 1 liter of water. They say it so proudly. It's not a thing to be proud of. You're not supposed to drink like that. So sit somewhere, enjoy sips of water. And while having your food also, don't drink too much of water. Just take half cup of water in a lukewarm condition. Sip by sip, you can have that. And if you are having, there are two variety of foods: heavy food and light food. Heavy food means um, what to say, that like paisa, for example, paisa, we'll say, like a sweet thing. Sweet thing is heavy, we all know. So if you take 4 glasses of that paisam or any sweets, naturally we'll feel so sluggish, so heavy, isn't it? When, but if you take any light thing like a chart, only one small amount of chart, or even two charts also, like what is it, poha, or what do you say, that murmure,
Ah,
pori,
very yes.
you feel so light. Even if you take that bigger quantity also, you feel light. So always know what you eat, know your limit, how much you can have, chew your food well, enjoy having your food, enjoy that food with all your senses, and have, when you do all these things, automatically your body will be so happy and comfortable to accept that food and absorb it fully, so that all your needs are fulfilled. Okay,
So once
you
we
have a
finish
doubt?
once we finish the dinacharya, like we have a big topic which is rasa and ahara and viruddhahara, food and
Yeah, yeah, sure,
incompatible
sure.
food.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we'll do
Yes,
that
yes.
one. So I
This will
think
be an interesting topic also.
yes, 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 yes. Because nowadays food is becoming, I mean, the disease is basically foodborne.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
we'll do that topic after this dinacharya.
Sure, sure. So,
Yes.
and always think of combinations, uh, like never have a tea or a coffee along with your breakfast, or along with your main food. Never have a tea or a coffee, or even I'll not ask you to take fruit along with your main food. That is another thing. Nowadays it's all a fashion, I should say, that they take a breakfast, they have a fruit, they have a fruit juice, again they have a tea or a coffee along with the breakfast, which is not at all good. Okay, have your breakfast. You can have one more piece if you need, till you feel full. Always remember that when you get up from the chair after finishing your food, you should feel energetic, happy, and relaxed. You should not feel very heavy, and you should not feel that it is tough to get up from the chair. You should not need anybody's help to get up from the chair. Always remember that you are not fighting with that food, you are enjoying that food. Okay, so that is the part of breakfast. Then automatically we all go for job, or kids used to study or not. Is that time up, Kushama?
No, 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 no. You can carry on. No
Okay,
problem.
so they can go for a job or anything, and if you have taken only two doshas or two idlis or like two chapatis, like minimum limited amount, that is still, as I told, half stomach food only if you have taken, naturally you'll be feeling hungry after 4 hours. So after 4 hours, if you want to maintain your weight, you can have a salad or a fruit. If you are in a normal weight and if you're feeling hungry, you can have a normal lunch. Because nowadays, a lot of people face obesity problems also. That's why I'm covering both those people. So if you are in a normal weight, if you want to maintain only, you can have a good lunch, which again comprises of balanced food. Rice, vegetables, non-vegetarians can take the things which they prefer, but try to avoid a lot of what fried items and all. And try to avoid Curd also, according to Ayurveda, we don't recommend taking curd daily. Once in a while they can have. Try to include buttermilk, which is a must in our meal. Okay. So, and vegetables also, all kind of vegetables they can include. Okay. And as we told, this is for a swastha. And if it is for a diseased person, naturally they have their own limitations and permutations. That depends on the person's condition. So after that, in the evening also try to avoid uh, coffees and teas. But if it is must, as I told you, you can mix ginger with your tea or cinnamon with your coffee, something like that. And try to avoid fried snacks daily. Once in a while you can have, but nowadays almost all offices provide fried snacks only, which is not that healthy. So try to include steamed snacks or like boiled pulses you can have, like a green gram or kabuli chana or something in a boiled and sauteed way. That is less oil, but they get more protein. And in the evening, always have your dinner by maximum by 7 o'clock. Maximum by 7 o'clock. Like, I think if you practice that, ladies also will be very happy so that they can finish their kitchen work and come out of that by 8:30, which will be very much relaxing for them also. They get a lot of time for themselves. So it is always best to finish your lunch by 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, dinner by 7 o'clock. And another thing is always after finishing your food, sit for 10 minutes, walk for 20 minutes. Sit for 10 minutes after food and walk for 20 minutes after that. Especially after dinner, walking is must, but not a hurry walking. I meant in a relaxed mood. You can walk for 20 to 30 minutes after dinner, which is must nowadays. Okay. And after dinner, after your walk, you will be sleeping by, I think nowadays by 10:30. Okay. Those people who are not having sleep can have a glass of milk, lukewarm milk. And if they don't prefer to have a glass of milk, they can have a concoction boiled with turmeric, pepper or dry ginger powder, and 2 3 basil leaves, which helps to increase the immunity nowadays, which is we need more immunity. So it is always best to drink a water boiled with turmeric powder, pepper or dry ginger powder, and 2 to 3 tulsi leaves, that is basil leaves. If you want, you can add honey. If you don't want, you can have just like that. And try to drink it lukewarm, not very hot, not very cold. And when you go to bed, try to massage your soul in a very comfortable way so that all your body will be relaxed. And while you sleep, again, I used to say that always have a gratitude thought, a relaxed thought for that is Thanksgiving note for that day, and always check whether you have done something wrong. At least mentally you can say sorry to that whomever or whatever thing, because as we told, a swastha means you should be spiritually also swastha. If you want to sleep, naturally you have to get all your what all your checklist perfect. So when you have scolded your child, at least mentally, if you are not interested to say sorry to the child, mentally you can say, oh my god, it's okay my dear, I'm so sorry. If you say
Yeah.
like that, you can sleep very comfortably. This is from my experience, I'm saying. You can very calmly you can sleep and you can wake up very comfortably. Okay. So try all these things. And those people who have sleep problems, they can, as I told you, massage your souls. They can massage their souls with this sesame oil or coconut oil nicely, put a socks and sleep. So you'll be more comfortable when you sleep. Okay. So this is the basic dinacharya. Uh, Now, any doubts?
Yeah, now I would ask the participant, the audience, if they have any kind of questions regarding this Dinacharya, please ask Dr. Deepa.
Doctor, I have a question. You said you do not recommend curd every day, but buttermilk. What
Yeah.
what essentially I thought buttermilk was curd. What is the difference between the two?
Yeah, sure. Curd is a thick form of uh, buttermilk, isn't it? When we
Yeah.
make buttermilk, we used to churn that curd by adding water. When you churn that curd, you ignite the fire in that.
Okay.
Okay, so that and remove that butter which is formed on top. If it
Okay.
is a low fat milk, that's okay. You can add some water and churn it. You may not be
Oh,
getting some fat, but that process, that manthanam, we used to say manthanam, churning process, kindles the fire in that buttermilk, and that increases our digestive fire also. It helps the enzymes to work properly.
okay. So for children too? For children too?
Children, if they are active enough, they can very well have curd. But when
Oh,
they have curd, no, add a pinch of roasted cumin powder.
okay. Okay.
Okay, that will be very good for them.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Over.
Please,
Doubts are over.
anyone who is interested.
Yeah. So, doctor, just one more thing I wanted to ask you. Do you suggest 2 meals or 3 meals?
Well, nowadays 3 meals is a possibility, isn't it? Because who can have their heavy meal at 10:30? Only housewives can have. If they can have their heavy meal by 10:30 and a lighter meal by 5 o'clock is the best thing. But nowadays, lot of people are working. So I think 3 meals is okay, but in a lesser amount. Your lunch should be heavy enough. Your breakfast should be half of your lunch, and your dinner should be quarter of your lunch.
Okay.
That is a amount which we say.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Thank
as
you.
I told you, your sun is the solar energy is very much connected to our digestive fire, isn't it? So
Right.
in the afternoon, solar energy will be very good. So if we take a heavy lunch also, we can maintain.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
So, hi, Dr. Deepa. This is Akhil. So,
Hi.
yeah. Hi. So, I had a few doubts about for people of Vata Prakriti who have higher metabolic fire. So,
Okay.
how the effects of the milk and honey and the buttermilk? Like, when should they have it so that the hunger doesn't get
Uh,
confused?
First of all, Vata Prakriti people should eat properly. Okay. Kapha Prakriti can take lesser amount, but Vata Prakriti person needs food uh, more frequently than other Prakritis, because they are very active enough, and they need madhura, as I told you, sweet, uh, rich food. That is more of sweet food. Like they can have rice, milk, curd. You can even have curd also. That is another beauty. But when you take curd, you can add some honey, as you told, honey or sugar in that. And Vata Prakriti person can take milk twice daily. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Huh. You were talking about milk and honey, right? And curd.
Yes, yes. One more thing I heard, like, and if you have milk and honey in the evening or like late night, it builds more mass in some people. And if you
In
have it in the
some people,
morning,
you are very correct. You're very correct. You're very correct. If Kapha Prakriti person takes milk in the night, naturally his weight increases. But Vata Prakriti can take milk because Vata Prakriti people has difficulty in sleep. So when they take lukewarm milk in the night, they can sleep very well. So that helps Vata Prakriti people. Ayurveda is individualized. Okay.
uh-huh. Yeah,
So Vata
okay.
Prakriti
Thank you.
person can have milk in the night, curd in the afternoon.
Okay, okay, okay,
No
okay.
curd in the
Thank you.
night. For anybody, no curd in the night.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Yeah, you know.
So, doctor, nowadays we see people having small meals for 5 to 6 times. So, do you recommend that, or is it a good thing to practice?
Actually, I'll not recommend that. Even see, nowadays there are different kind of food we see. Intermittent fasting, intermittent eating, like 2 hours eating. There are a lot of things. This intermittent fasting was told in our Ayurvedic texts 5,000 years back. This is what we told now, twice daily. Intermittent fasting also twice daily food. So when you eat in 2 hours, that person's metabolism should be high enough. Who is having that much metabolism nowadays? Almost everybody is sitting just like that. And that Akhil now asked me about that. Is Vata people, Vata Prakriti people can have a 2 hour meal if they have good digestion. Okay, if you have good digestion, then you can eat whenever you want. But if you don't have good digestion, and if you have read about this, and when you eat like just like that in every 2 hours, it will not get digested. Okay, it can't be taken granted for all. Again, that is individualized. That's the thing.
Doctor, one doubt here. What is an easy way of making out your, whether you're a Vata person or Kapha? What is a,
Okay.
without too much
That's
of research? Yeah.
that's another thing. I think our next topic can be
We
Prakriti
should,
also.
yeah, we should keep. I think we'll do the rasa, that is the taste and food and viruddhahara, and
Prakriti also.
then we'll go to prakriti.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is the easiest thing.
Yeah,
Easiest thing.
Oh, sure.
definitely we'll be
Simply,
doing
I
that,
can
Shiva.
say, simply, yeah, for your doubt, simply, I can say, if you're active enough, very active, if you are fast moving, fast thinker, fast talker, you come under Vata category and fortunate enough to eat whatever you like without putting weight.
Okay.
A Kapha person puts weight even if that person drinks water.
Oh,
But they'll be healthy enough, but he can't take as a Vata person eats. Because
oh,
naturally whatever he eats will be shown in his body, and it will be difficult for that person to reduce weight also.
okay.
But Kaba person will be intelligent enough. That is a positive thing.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Also, doctor, there is one more thing which we see very common right now. People try to take bath after having a food. So
Never,
yeah,
never ever
yeah.
do
So
that.
yeah. So please explain on that thing also.
Yeah, when you take bath after having food, in Malayalam we used to say, "Undittu kulikkunnavane kanda kulikkanam," isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
When a person is taking bath after having food, when we see that person, we should take bath, because that is that much worse to do that thing. Because when we have food, naturally our body is concentrated in digesting that food, and our body needs a particular temperature also to finish that thing. When we take bath, automatically a temperature difference is coming in our skin, and our body is getting a disturbance while it is doing some other main job. So automatically, uh, an imbalance is coming in the metabolism, and toxin formation is formed. But as we told, if that person is having his dinner by 7 o'clock, and if he is going to sleep by 10 o'clock, if he feels so much of sweatiness, or if he don't have any sleep, he can take bath by 9:45, because he has taken a light dinner, he has taken it early, and almost his dinner is digested by 9:30. He can take a bath by 9:45.
Okay.
But if that person takes bath by at 7:30, that is a worst thing. He is putting himself in danger. That's it.
Any questions? Please ask. Anything like anything you can ask.
Yeah, Dr. Deepa? Deepa?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Tell me.
I have one small question regarding that dessert after food in the night. So basically, see, we are used to having a couple of plantain, maybe not immediately after food, but may I'd say 7 o'clock our food is over, dinner is over. By 8:30 we have a one or two plantain, and then go to bed at normally at 9:30 or 10. But as per your advice, is it really? Does it help our body
Actually,
for the?
we take a light dinner, and after
Yeah.
1 hour we take a one small plantain. That's okay. When you
Okay.
sleep, nothing should be there in your stomach. That's it.
Okay. So prior to
Because
sleeping, basically.
yeah, not immediately
Okay.
before sleeping. You can have that plantain 1 hour after your dinner and 2 hours before you sleep. That's it.
Okay. 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 Right.
That's okay.
So one more question. So it is something related to this one only. So do Ayurveda recommend taking fruits in the night?
No, actually, no. But say, Ayurveda can say that person can take dinner as fruit.
Oh, okay.
Dinner as fruit,
As
because
fruit.
Ayurveda recommends two main meals. One meal is heavy, that is by 10:30, 11, and the next meal by 5, 5:30. That should be light enough, is what Ayurveda says. And I think before 5,000 years, those people have only less things like food or whatever things they have only in very less amount. Maybe that situation also made them to say like that. Nowadays we have sufficient. So it is in our hands to decide what we have to take. Okay, if you are particular in having fruits, if you want a light dinner, you can prefer fruits. If you want a bit more heavy dinner, you can opt for cooked foods. If you want a lighter but at the same time what cooked, you can prefer soups, isn't it? It is,
Okay.
we have lot of choices now. Olden days they didn't have choices. Maybe that is also a reason for writing all those things.
Yes. 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 So any more questions? We
I
have five
think
more
this
minutes.
food
Yeah.
is a very vast topic. In
Yeah.
Ayurveda, they have even suggested what are all things you can take daily, what are all things you should not take daily. Like on a daily basis, they have told us to take wheat, red rice, it is green gram, it is raisins, amla, ragi, barley. These are all the small fishes. These things they ask us to take on a daily basis. But we are not supposed to take this, what do you say, black gram, ulna, black gram, jaggery, leafy vegetables. We are not supposed to take all these things daily. We are not supposed to eat idli daily. Simple example. Or dosa daily, because it has a black gram, isn't it? We are
So
not supposed to take that daily.
is it because it takes time for
Okay,
digestion?
it's not only because it takes time. It The character of black gram is shroto, that is, it blocks the channels. It builds like what do you say, sliminess in our channels, so which is not good. But you can, in the pulses, the best pulse you can take daily is green gram. No other grams are recommended for a daily use. You can use green gram daily. In the carbohydrate category, we can use ragi, red rice, that wheat and barley we can use daily. No other carbohydrates are recommended for a daily use. Got me?
Yes.
That's it.
Doctor,
Yeah.
what does Ayurveda think about milk products? I'm sorry, dairy and animal
Yeah,
products.
understood. Understood. Actually, Ayurveda never say no to anything, including non-vegetarian food. Okay, this is the first thing. And dairy, as we told, we categorize people in different group, isn't it? we said Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Vata and Pitta person can take dairy products daily. But because dairy is a thing which increases heaviness, which increases more of nourishment, isn't it? Milk has different qualities, curd has different qualities, buttermilk has different qualities, butter has different qualities, and ghee has different qualities. Moreover, paneer has different qualities and cheese has different qualities. So dairy is good, but depending on the person, you can choose what is good for you. Okay.
But is weight gain the only reason to avoid dairy, or are there other reasons to avoid dairy?
There are other reasons also, like we have lactose intolerance. If a person is
Is that
lactose
also
intolerant,
determined by? Is that also determined by which prakriti you fall under?
no, lactose intolerance is a kind of allergic condition, isn't it? That person is allergic to lactose, and that's why, or insensitive to, sensitive to lactose. That's why. So mostly these allergies and intolerances comes for pitta prakriti people, mostly. So, and some people even can't. Some pitta prakriti person can't even have milk as such. They get loose motions. You understand what I'm saying? If a person can't have milk, that person can have buttermilk.
Okay.
You are getting me?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So each and everything has their own characters, and people in different categories can take different things. Maybe if a person cannot take milk, can take buttermilk. If a person cannot take ghee, can take butter. There are, because there are a lot of varieties which we can make from milk, isn't it? Variety items. So, and the constitution of the person also decides whether he can take it or not.
Right.
Is there any problem? Yes.
So any more questions?
I'm
Otherwise,
not
we
able
have...
to hear anybody. Yeah.
Can you hear, Doctor? Yes.
Yeah.
So any more questions? We have just 2 more minutes. So I think
As a cooking, I'm sorry,
Please.
going
Yeah.
on with the food because it's such a, wide topic. As a cooking medium, some cultures use a lot of ghee. Some cultures
Yeah.
use a lot of, coconut oil or other mustard oil. So, I mean, is everything okay, or is it that, you need to balance the cooking medium?
First of all, we have to balance the cooking medium. That itself is very important. Second thing is, if I'm comfortable eating food cooked in ghee, may not be comfortable eating food cooked in groundnut oil. So medium is
Okay.
very much important, depending on my body constitution, depending on the place where I live, depending on the food I make, depending on the way of cooking. The food item, the way of cooking, my body constitution, the place where I live, the place where I was born, or my traits, my genetic traits are lying. That is also important. But try to use combination of different items. For example, you can use ghee for making sweets. You can use sunflower oil for making North Indian items or continental items. Olive oil you can use at the same time. You can use coconut oil for making Kerala items. You can make sesame. Using sesame oil, you can make different rices. So always try to include different variety of oils in your cooking, because all these things have different kind of things. So we all need all these stuffs, isn't it? Essential fatty acids are widely present in these things.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's time
When
for us
we
to wind
start
up.
food, no, It is very tough to stop.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
very
So,
good.
yeah, so I think so. Next topic will be rasa, that is taste, then ahara and viruddhahara. Okay,
Yeah, that's best.
okay, and after that, then we'll go prakriti.
Correct.
Is that fine, doctor?
Yeah, yeah, that's okay.
Okay,
That's okay.
okay, okay. So see you same
Okay.
time next Sunday, and thank you all of you for participating. If you find this
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
if you
you.
find this
Thank you very much.
informative,
Thank you.
please share it among your friends and family, and invite them for the next week.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you,
Thank
Thank you.
you.
thank you, thank you,
Thank you.
doctor. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.